One day, a strange meteorite fell in the New Mexico desert. A hunter gathering his prey saw something fell near him. He immediately went to check. He saw a crater made by a meteorite. As he approached, something emerged from the hole and attacked him. Right away. In another place, a high school girl named Rena is doing well. My dead pet lizard. After finishing, Rena asked her mother to take her to buy pet food. After school, Reine's stepfather also just arrived. Reine hated Jay because he was drunk all the time. Jay says hello to Reine, but she remains silent. This made him call her a disrespectful child. When leaving home to go to school, annoyed, he scratched a long mark. Get into the car your friend parked in front of the house. Rena didn't have many friends at school because she had just transferred. She only had one friend, Jill. He is also quite a loner. After school, Rena was annoyed because her mother was late. She realized her mother wasn't going to work today. I suspect she's had another argument with her stepfather. But her mother said everything was fine. Arrived home, Rena feeds her pet snake the mouse she just bought. Then she played the guitar to entertain the animals. In my room, because she was lonely, Rena watched movies about pets, like Best Friends. That evening during the vegetarian meal, he suspected Reine was the one who scratched his car, but Reine remained silent, complaining about the microwave in the house. It smells terrible. Rena admitted that. She put a mouse in the oven to make food for the pets and promised to clean up afterwards. Hearing that, he became furious, thinking she was making the house dirty. In a drunken rage, he threw potato chips at her. Nene angrily stormed out of the house. I hopped on my motorbike and sped straight into the desert alone. While calming down, Reine saw an overturned car. She approached out of curiosity to check. He saw a black creature moving towards him. But it was held back by the metal trap, making it impossible for it to go anywhere. As they were about to leave, Reine saw the creature lying helplessly, because its leg was caught in the trap. She was moved with compassion, and finally, he opened the trap and hurried home. The next morning on the way to school, she saw 3 helicopters flying overhead. That's definitely a government helicopter, searching for creatures. Last night, Nene had an idea. She asked to borrow Jill's camera. Jill initially refused, but Rena promised to help Jill with her homework. Finally, Jill agreed. When Jay and Linda got home, they called Rena aside to talk. He promised he would stop drinking alcohol from now on. He hoped Rena would get along with him. But she remained silent, dismissing it and walking away. Linda asked why she wasn't answering. Rena is still angry because the criticism was completely ignored. Rena entered the room. He grabbed some tools and sneaked into the game room. Steal his car keys. She opened the car door and took out the pistol from inside. She also saw small bottles of wine scattered around. That only made her more annoyed, because the vegetarians are still hiding alcohol. Reine drove there last night. The atmosphere seemed peaceful upon arrival. The government probably hasn't arrived here yet. She saw torn animal carcasses and streaks of green blood. It's definitely from the creature from yesterday. Looking through binoculars, the creature was still there. Rena fired a shot into the air to invite it. But the creature didn't move. She turned on the camera and started recording. I'm happy to be the first one. This creature was discovered. She will definitely become rich. Nene approached and used any remaining trap parts stuck to the creature's legs. But it remained still. She thought it was dead. Just as she was about to pick up the camera, then the creature suddenly sprang up and pushed her down. Green panic. Strangely enough, the creature did not attack her. She felt it wasn't dangerous at all. Rena tried to feed it fruit, but it immediately spat it out. It doesn't like fruit. Rena saw a helicopter in the distance. She tried to explain to the creature that, in the movies she had seen, people who travel by helicopter are usually bad guys. Rena told the creatures to stay away from them. Then she went home. Upon arriving, Reine checked her belongings and was horrified when they realized Jay's gun was gone. It must have fallen somewhere. As Nene was getting ready to go out again, Jay is lying on the chair. He asked if she had seen his car keys. Renee lied, saying she knew nothing. She saw a bottle of wine lying on the floor. Renee asked why he was drunk again after criticizing. She told Renee not to tell her mother about this. If she doesn't listen, he will not hesitate to use violence. Rena immediately left the house. Step outside. Rena realized that the creature from last night had followed her all the way here. Rena told it to go back to the desert, but along the way, unexpected creatures, it extended a tentacle and clung to Rena's face, causing her body to float in midair. A while later, Nene woke up. Strangely enough, she felt pity for the creature and hugged it. Reine invited the creature to come home with him. She said the creature was hiding in the basement because it looks like a giant cockroach. Rena named it Krog. She told Krog to stay still while she was away. Meanwhile, in the area where the meteorite fell, many government agents are conducting searches. An agent named Brow reported that there were no signs of movement from any living creature. They are looking. Commander John, tell Brow and everyone else to speed up before it's too late. Meanwhile, Rena secretly glanced to see if her mother and Jay had left the house for work yet. When you're sure no one is home, she inserted the Saroji into it. She put some meat in the refrigerator, but the dog still wouldn't eat it. At school, Gil was worried because Renai was absent from home. Renai showed Krog the pets in the room. She forbade the crocodile from eating it. Then Rene sang and played the guitar. When she sang, she felt her back tremble. He's scared, but I told him not to worry. She promised to protect it for as long as possible. While relaxing, Nene saw her mother return. She frantically carried Krog back down to the basement. When entering Linda's house, I was shocked to see everything was a mess. Gil came to retrieve the camera. Linda told Gil to go up to Rena's room and get it herself, after putting Krog in the basement. Nene returned to the room and saw Jill watching the footage that had Krog in it. Nene asked Gil to give her the tape. But Gil refused out of curiosity. He wants Nene to explain everything. Jiu threatened to give the video recording to the police if she doesn't tell the truth. Rena was forced to lead Jiu down to the basement. Upon arriving, Rene instructed Krog not to attack. Jill just saw the terrifying form of the crocodile. Jill fainted and peed in her pants. After regaining consciousness, Rena reassured him and made sure Krog is not dangerous. She stroked the crocodile to prove it. When leaving, Jill returned the tape. Rena asked him not to tell anyone. Remotely, Brown secretly recorded the conversation between the two people. That night, Rena tried to feed Saroji some meat and other types of food, but it still didn't eat. The next day at school, Riney told Gil that Krog hadn't eaten since yesterday. Gil said that based on the movies he had watched, they usually only eat live animals. Riney took Krog to the safe zone that night. It exists in nature because, according to his observations, that area was not inspected by government agents. That evening, Riney and Krog met Jill, who was waiting for them. Riney then told Krog to eat the animals in there. The crocodile immediately pounced and started eating. Seeing that, Jill thought they couldn't hide Krog forever. But Rena insisted she wouldn't tell anyone. After bringing Krog back to the basement, as Rena entered the house, she was blocked by a spinning top. He suspected Riney had taken his car keys. He criticized the man for opening the door with the spare key, and discovered the pistol was missing. He was certain that Rena was the one who took her. Jay asked Rena to return the gun. Rena, in a panic, confessed that the gun had fallen. When she took it out to the desert, Jay angrily rushed in and attacked her. Basement. Sarag sensed that Renai was in danger. When criticizing Ten Kong, Renai shouted. Linda ran to save her daughter. Krog in the basement, attempting to break down the wall, caused tremors similar to an earthquake. After the tremors stopped, Linda, unable to bear it any longer, kicked him out of the house. Linda apologizes to Rena. She didn't think the cat would attack the little girl. But Rena was still panicking and ran straight down to the basement. The next morning, when Nene was getting ready to go to school, John stopped her and showed that he was a government agent. John told Nene to get in the car and he would drive her to school. Linda discovered the faucet wasn't working inside the house. It's probably damaged by last night's earthquake. Linda called a plumber to fix the pipes. In the car, John told Rena that he had found it. A pistol in the desert. And strangely enough, on the gun stock, there were also fingerprints of a girl. Riney lied, saying she used the gun to shoot cans for fun. John said he knew she was lying. He gave his business card to Riney. If she wants to tell the truth later, she should call him. But if she escapes, he will return with an arrest warrant. At Linda's house, tell the plumber to go down to the basement and fix it himself. Because she has to go to work, the worker went down to the basement alone. When preparing to repair the pipe, he saw the crocodile in its terrifying form. He panicked and immediately used metal pliers to hit the Krog car. The dog counterattacked, injuring the worker. The worker panicked and ran away, driving at high speed on the road. Then, unexpectedly, it was hit by another car. That afternoon after school, Riney saw the mechanic's car that had been in an accident. Linda also ran over. At this point, Nene still resented her mother for not believing her. Rena blames Linda. They forced her to move to this remote area after her father died, as if wanting to forget him. Linda apologizes. She said she had difficulty finding a job in the city. Linda also said the water pipes were broken. And I told the repairman to go down to the basement to fix it. For now, the mother and daughter have to drink bottled water. Linda went into the house sadly. I heard there's a plumber in the basement. Rena panicked. He definitely saw the crocodile. She immediately ran down to the basement. There Rena saw blood splattered everywhere. Upon examining Krog, she discovered it was injured. The crocodile likely scared the worker away, leading to the accident. Just now, Nene realized that she couldn't hide it. The crocodile can stay in the basement forever. Elsewhere, Brow to meet the helper. Meanwhile, Rene brought Krog to the nature reserve. She called Gil and told him to come meet her at the nature reserve. Gil arrived and Rene said she planned to live with Krog here until everything is safe. Gil said the idea was crazy, but Rene didn't care. Gil said that an officer had come to see him this afternoon. But Gil reassured him that he hadn't said anything. Rene told Krog to stay because she had to go home to get more things. She thanked Gil for helping her. When she got home, Nene put some things into her suitcase. Then I wrote a letter to my mother who was sleeping. She also let all her pets go. As she was about to drive Jay's car away, Jay suddenly lunged forward, pulled Rene back, and pointed a gun at her. Now, he has the evidence. Rena is the one who stole the car keys. They criticized her for bringing Rena into the house. In a drunken rage, he took Rena and Linda hostage. He criticized Rene for causing him to be kicked out of the house. Linda held back and told Rene to run. But when they got outside and complained, they ended up catching Rene. When Jay was about to shoot her, a crocodile suddenly appeared, attacked, and bit Jay. Rena tried to stop her, but it was too late. Jay is dead. Krog ran away into the forest. Jill arrived and was shocked to find Jay's corpse crushed. Attacking Nanai, he tried to explain that Krog was only protecting her because Jay was about to shoot her. But Gil, he tried to keep Rena away because he believed Krog was a dangerous creature. Rena still denies it. According to her, Sarag saved her life. Suddenly, John came out of the house. It turns out he heard everything. John and the agents immediately arrested Rena and put the measuring tape on her head. Renee said Krog had left and wouldn't be coming back. Brow reported that there was a connection between Renee and the organism, forming a special bond. John then broke Riley's finger, causing her to scream in pain. It turns out this is what brought the crocodile back. Agents immediately, they captured it using the equipment they had prepared. The Kron was taken to police headquarters to await transport. John then told Brow to check on Linda. Meanwhile, he went to another room and met Rene, who had just woken up. Nene noticed that her hand had been bandaged and cared for. She told John to release the crocodile because the creature wasn't dangerous. John explained that Renee wasn't the first forming a bond with living organisms. That alien. Those who had formed a bond all died. People who are linked to this organism, you will feel a spiritual connection with it. But Rena still didn't believe it. John explained that the government believed this creature, sent by highly intelligent aliens, to gather information about people. So, John wanted to capture the creature for his team to study and find the weakness of the aliens who sent it. John will also study Rene, the person who has formed a bond with the crocodile. If Nene refuses to cooperate on the research, John will cause her mother even more suffering. Then John left. Linda went to meet Rene. She wanted her daughter to explain everything, but Nene didn't want to say. Linda apologizes for not listening to Renee all this time. Brown then told Linda to leave. Outside, Jill went to the police station alone. But seeing so many agents, he just sat on the side of the road. After everyone left the room, Rene remembered that Krog would come to save her when she was in pain. The little girl pressed on her broken finger until she felt pain. Elsewhere, Krog's body suddenly trembled. I can feel Rene's pain. The crocodile finally broke through the barrier and attacked. Agents present. John and Brown immediately entered the room and gave orders. Rena is silent. Outside, the zombies attacked the agents one by one. John and Brown prepared to face the approaching Krog. Krog broke down the door, knocking John and Brown unconscious. Kar-Og intended to kill John, but Renee stopped him. She doesn't want Crocs to become evil creatures. Rin, take the handcuff key and free yourself. She immediately told Krog to leave. John wakes up and prepares a large weapon to kill Krog. In another room, Linda was shocked to see dead bodies scattered everywhere. When Rennie told Krog to get in the car, John walked out of the building and shot at Nene and Krog. Rena tried to find cover behind the car, but the bullets still went through. She told Krog to bend down, but Krog advanced and attacked John. John fired continuously, but Krog managed to stab John to death. Riney immediately ran to Krog's side, but the creature was no longer moving. Linda and Jill told Rena to leave. A few months later, Rena has recovered and resumed her normal life. In another place, as researchers prepare to study the crocodile's remains, the creature suddenly woke up and attacked them. That concludes the story of the movie.